Hi, divas. Wow, I actually have one functioning brain cell. Let me get my screen together while everyone joins. Yes, I am sick. That's why this is a day late. Ha ha ha. I sound worse than I feel. I just I wanted to go for a run, and then I started running, and I said, oh, this is a walk. And then I was like, oh my God, you have COVID. You have COVID. So I just took a bunch of COVID tests, and they were all negative. But I don't know. I guess I have some kind of cold. But anyway, I digress. Let me get my screen correct while everyone's here. We have a cough drop. We have, oh, this is pretty accurate. We have a tea. I hate this tea. If you see me drinking tea, just know I think it tastes bad and I'm drinking it for medical reasons. The only time I drink tea is if something's wrong with me. Let me put you on, if you have bad cramps, to the raspberry leaf tea. That one is also the most tolerable taste-wise for me. I don't like tea at all. I don't like sweet tea. I've never liked iced tea. Not into it. So, let me update my screen. Ungroup. I'm doing my own design work now. How the mighty fall. Yeah, let's open that. There we go. So much better. The background tonight actually is really cute. I didn't make the background picture. It's like a stock image, but I really like it. Twitch notifications worked for once. Diva, I've had a bad day. Can't wait for this to make it better. I feel fucked up today. I just want to say that. I feel fucked up today. And that's just the matter of it. Let me tell you why I feel fucked up today. One, already I'm sick. That's going to make anybody feel fucked up. See, isn't this cute? And then I'm going to make me... Oh, I'm missing a light. No wonder it doesn't look as colorful in front in here. So one, I'm sick. Because I'm sick, I took a Benadryl last night and slept until noon. And then I woke up and I was like, fuck, today's a work day. And like, I didn't sub today. Obviously, I woke up at noon. But still, I had like fucking emails and calls and shit. And I just felt like very disoriented the whole day. And then I really wanted to stream last night. But because I got sick on vacation, tragic, we ended up not leaving as early as we planned to. Normally, we like to leave early. Like, Mr. Redacted is very, like, dad vibes in that sense. That he's like, oh, let's wake up at 4:30 in the morning. But because I wasn't feeling good, I wanted to sleep. So then we ended up getting home from vacation at, like, 6:30. When I originally planned yesterday's, I thought we were going to get home at, like, 2. Which is obviously a very different situation. So, yeah. I did have so much fun at the beach. I did have so much fun. And I will say, okay, so, like, tonight, it's literally just going to be me. I don't have slides. There's Mike. You guys don't get to see him much often anymore. I did have so much fun at the beach, and I didn't start to feel sick until our very last day there, and then it actually kind of worked out, because not only was it our last day, in the morning, it was super buggy. There were love bugs, like, everywhere. Everywhere. And then it started raining. So it was like the perfect last day of vacation. Like, we laid in bed, we watched the new episodes of Euphoria because we were behind. Like, it really was fine. I didn't start to feel like fuck until yesterday when we were driving home. And you guys know me, I like never take medicine because it always gives me bad reactions. But Mucinex has been working really, really well. Is this a safe space? What are love bugs? Love bugs are these disgusting little bugs in Florida. Let me show them to you. I'll share my screen. I'm putting Vaseline all over myself because I'm like dry from blowing my nose so much. So my makeup looks a little weird right there tonight. That's why. But let me show you. Love bugs. I'll share my screen. Do you guys hear that? Someone literally driving 45 miles an hour on my residential street where children play, and I can literally see them playing right now. Like, tragic. Okay. These are love bugs. I literally find them to be disgusting. They, Ahmed, why isn't it working? They're really common in Florida. That's where I was at the beach. That's what they are. Aren't they gross? So they're called love bugs because they fly together, because I think they're mating when they do that. But this is them. This is literally how it looked. Like, the way they're all over these cars. This was like the the vibe. Yeah, was not cool. Okay, goodbye to the love bugs. Vile, I know. And here's an article being like, they're back at the place that I was. The hidden trigger behind love bug season. They show up twice a year, in the spring and the fall. Good. Sorry, our wedding's in the summer. And when I saw the bugs, I was like, oh my God. And I literally emailed our wedding planner and I said, fans. We need fans. It says warm days and mild nights is what they like. And they prefer moisture in the ground. So that is why they like to be near houses and below the surface. And they only live 3 to 4 days. It only lasts a couple weeks and then they go away and then they come back in the fall. Yeah, very Florida vibes. I love teaching this school year and I'm wanting to go back in so bad. I can't stop thinking about when you say teaching is a prison and I'm a reoffender. That really is, like, it's a joke, but it's not. Like, I'm not joking when I say that, unfortunately. That really is how I feel about it. And, like, I have yet to see someone grapple with, like, wanting to go back somewhere that's objectively bad for them that captures the way I feel about that until I watch, like, documentaries about people stuck in the prison system. And I know that those are very obviously two different things, but I'm saying the common thread is it's like a government entity that is literally oppressing you, but within that system of oppression, comfort can be found in it. And that's how I feel about it. And it's like, ah! Our wedding is in late November, so hopefully all the bugs are dead by then. They kind of look like lightning bugs. Yeah, if lightning bugs were literally disgusting. So, what is this stream? Why are we here? I get questions about this on TikTok a lot, that people are like, show us your routines, etc., etc., etc. And that is just, you can't do that in a TikTok. You can't do that in a TikTok. You just can't. I hate to admit I love my comfy chair and desk and captive audience. No, it's literally so good. At least for me, the thing that's addicting about teaching is how creative you can be. And, like, how different you can make every day. And then, like, this is what it is. You're the teacher. You're in charge. So if you, and not of everything, obviously, but if you're having a day where you have, like, a lot of, like, energy and the vibe is good, you can be like, let's do this, let's do that. And then if you come in one day and you're just like, the vibe's off with you guys and with me, you can pivot and do something else. That's what I like about it, as opposed to in corporate. It's just like, you're at the whim of everybody, which is like, Jesus Christ. So, what is this stream? Why are we here? Like I said, people always ask me about my routines, get ready with me, etc., etc. And I just can't do that in a TikTok. And so I was like, you know what? Let me show you everything. Let me do it all. Let me do it all. Because I feel like this is what I get frustrated with. I recently went on a journey where I wanted to learn how to be better at my makeup. When I started touring, I was like, I want to be able to do my makeup myself and feel good about it. Because, like, I was good at doing my makeup in, like, 2014 when I was a child. And then I just, like, kind of got out of habit of it. And I, like, kind of forgot what I was doing. And my products were really old. And I could do my makeup, but I was just never thrilled with the way it turned out. And I just, like, wanted to feel good about it and feel confident about it. And I used to be the type of person that did not feel confident without makeup on. And I very much overcame that. And part of that was getting my skin under control. I had horrific acne for years. Like, all in here, cystic, painful scars. You can still see. Maybe I should turn this off tonight, actually. Yeah, we're going to turn that off tonight so you can get a better lighting sense. And I'll turn this a little higher. You can see I have, like, not perfect skin. Most people don't. You can see I have acne scarring in my nose area from popping blackheads. You can see I have it all in here. I have some, like, redness. I have, like, what I would say very normal skin. I have very fair skin. I have very sensitive skin. And so once I got my skin issues under control, I really felt confident and comfortable without makeup. I still like to have fake eyelashes on, and that's my cross to bear. But once I kind of got super comfortable without makeup, then I started being like, okay, but sometimes I do want to wear makeup and I don't know how to do it anymore. And I like that moment of, like, it feels good to, like, get dressed up and do something special and all that. So I wanted to relearn how to do my makeup. I started that probably a year ago, and about, like, 6 months ago, I was like, yeah. And now I'm kind of branching out a little bit. But because, like I said, the skin is so intertwined, I felt like rather than just doing a quick TikTok, here's how I do my makeup, because a lot of times when I watch those, I find it kind of like frustrating in a way, because I'm like, you're not actually showing it. Like, they go so fast and they don't explain things because it's a TikTok, that I just kind of wanted to do this like sleepover style. And I literally have all of my bins. I just gathered, I'm a basket person. I have like tons of baskets. I have my toiletry bags, like all of that stuff. And I'm literally just going to go through everything I use and explain everything I use. I don't do all of these every day, so I'm not going to do all of them. But I am going to do my full makeup routine. But my skincare stuff, I don't do it every day. So that's why I was like, I just felt like it was better for the stream. And next week we're talking about Bethany Frankel. That's part of why, instead of pushing this a week, I was like, let's just do it on Wednesday. Because I really didn't want to update the schedule. I just really didn't want to do that. So let's get started at like the bare bones. And I took a shower maybe like an hour ago. And then the only thing I put on my face after my shower was this. This is very expensive. There are dupes to this. I bought a trial size one, and then Mr. Redacted gave me the big one for Christmas, amongst other things, obviously. I think I would buy this again, but I know that there's dupes of this. So actually, we're going to start even sooner. When I'm in the shower, I wash my face with Cetaphil cleanser. The Cetaphil, I like the one that is for normal to oily skin. I have used the sensitive skin one, and I don't like it as much. I will use it if it's all that I have. I'm going to get my other toiletry bag. I'm probably going to be like up and down and out a lot more. I also have like the shortest shorts on ever. I don't know why I did that, so I'm about to tie this around my waist just so I don't accidentally show the entire world every single detail of my body. Taking notes. I've been becoming a little depressed rat recently with no routine. That's a very much a place that I was in. Very much a place that I was in. Very, very much. Literally, so I'll show you all my baskets. This is the basket that I keep next to, like, we have a pretty small sink. So, like, my side of the sink, that's my basket. This is my toiletry travel stuff. I have double of everything. Like, once I started touring, having to take everything out and back in, I would forget something every single time. And so I was always buying things. So eventually I just ended up buying so much stuff that I have, like, sets of everything. So I brought that in here. This is a basket that I just keep in our bedroom that has a ton of random stuff, honestly. Like, there's the fucking, like, period cup thing that I bought and never used in here. There's, like, 4 sticks of deodorant. And then this is the Mac Daddy. We took our engagement pictures on vacation. They slay so fucking hard, by the way. And so I literally had to bring all of my glam stuff. So I just didn't unpack it and just brought it in here. So the thing that I want to start with is skin. Skin. You need to get to know your skin and figure out what your problems are. My horrifying ex-boyfriend, the one W from that is his mom worked at, like, was it Macy's? Like, one of those department stores, like the skincare department. She worked there for years. So she really helped me, like, get a handle on my skin. She told me dairy is a big trigger for me. She said she could tell because I had cystic acne in my cheeks. She said, stop drinking lattes every single day of your life. I did not cut dairy out. I switched, this also was a financial move, from getting coffee out of my house every day, Dunkin', Starbucks, wherever, like, and now I make it in my house, and I still use milk. I use 2% milk and a little bit of coffee creamer. It's so much less milk, and it's not whole milk like they're using at other places, that it did make a huge difference. I also started drinking a ton more water. So when people say, like, it's dairy, don't feel like you have to change your diet or cut it out. I was consuming literally a full glass of whole milk as a latte every single day. The way I make my coffee is technically not a latte. So now if I buy a coffee outside of the house, which sometimes it's not my preference, but sometimes it's the situation we're in, I ask for it with extra ice, and I say, like, extra ice, and you can go easy on the milk. And I like it that way. I like to have extra sugar, less dairy, personally. Like, a latte is supposed to be, like, this much espresso and, like, that much milk. I like to do a double, so more espresso and extra ice. So it's about the same amount of milk as espresso is, like, the sweet spot to me. So that helped a lot. Recommending the new Dunkin' Cherry Lime Refresher. Came out today and it was amazing. I am going to try that tomorrow. I have been Dunkin' very close to me. And I went when we first moved here, and it was not the vibes, but they shut down and reopened under new management, so I'm going to try again. Yes to drinking, lots of water. Don't overload it, but your cells need it. So I have a couple of these big water bottles. I think this is a Simple Modern. I have a few Stanleys. This one is huge, so I only drink like 1.5 a day, and I put a lot of ice in it. A Stanley, I usually drink 2 a day. And it's really hard to overhydrate yourself, so don't worry too much about it. So, in the shower, most important thing, you need to be cleaning your skin. For a long time, the reason I had acne is because no one taught me how to clean my skin. I'm going to tell you something that's so diabolical looking back on it. I literally want to like go back in time and bitch slap everybody. When I was like a teenager, like 15, 16, terrible, terrible acne, terrible, terrible acne. I'm going to tell you what my skincare routine was every night, okay? I would take a Neutrogena makeup wipe and wipe off the full face of makeup that I wore every single day, and that's it. I would shower and wash my body and water would go over my face. That was my skincare routine. That was it. Nothing else. No wonder I had horrendous acne. I was putting a full caked face of makeup on every day, and I went to a dermatologist for it. They did not ask me a single question, and they said, let's put you on Accutane. And my mom said, skirt. Uphill, she was like, is there not any kind of like cleanser we can try or like something like that? And we ultimately made the decision not to put me on Accutane because it has so many side effects, and like depression was one, and she was like, girl, you're already depressed, like we're not doing that. So I never went on Accutane. I've never done Accutane. I know a lot of people that have done it. Very mixed results. Some of my friends said like it helped me so much, it completely changed my skin. Some people said it made me depressed, like whatever. So I never went on Accutane. I've never been on a medication for my skin. In terms of professional things I've done for my skin, one time I got like a laser treatment for acne scarring, and I felt like it did literally nothing, and I don't remember what it was. But other than that, I do everything myself. Sometimes I go to a head spa, and I got a facial there one time, but that's pretty much it. So in the shower, and this is very vulnerable. I'm showing you guys all my products. There's embarrassing stuff in here. So I use the Cetaphil cleanser. This one's also good. This is what's in my travel bag just because when I ran out, they didn't have the Cetaphil in the little one. So this one's also good. This is the key right here. I will be hacking up a lung this entire stream. Sorry. You need a scrubby. I think there's lots of different kinds. I like these because they're silicone. They're very cheap. So I like it because if you drop it on the floor or something like that, you can sanitize it. They're very tough. Big fan of these. And get fucking in there. That is like where the vast majority of people's issues come from, is not cleaning their skin properly. So that's what I do every single day without any exception. Now I'm going to move on to what is kind of mixed around. So the Cetaphil and the scrub is every day. I do it in the shower. I'm not going to link anything. I'm sorry. I should have. I was just saying that to Mr. Redacted. I was like, if I was a better capitalist, I would have made slides and linked everything with an affiliate Amazon link, but I just didn't do that. I'm sorry. But I couldn't even send you a link to that one. Like, I lose those scrubby things. The skeleton's moving. I lose those scrubby things a lot, so I bought like a big pack on Amazon like a couple months ago, and I've also bought them at like CVS and stuff. I don't really have like a particular one I'm loyal to. So yeah, no links for anything, but I will show like product names for everything, and I will say like some of them are expensive. Never said this was an affordable routine. Never said that. So the Cetaphil and the scrub every day religiously, sometimes twice a day. It depends if I am... It is kind of moving. Don't fall. Sometimes if I like have makeup on, it'll do twice a day. If I did a really big workout, it just kind of depends. If I go to work, I usually do shower before I go to work. So that happens every day. And then on these other things I'm about to show you, I kind of rotate them. I'm going to show you my 2 stars of the show right now. This is my number one. It is so fucking expensive. I think a single one of these is like $2 or something like this. It is so expensive. This is what my ex-boyfriend's mom gave me that I love her for this, but also like fuck you, because now I'm like so locked in on these. This helped my acne more than anything else. Maybe the washing my face and drinking water, but this literally cannot say enough good things about it. I have never tried a dupe of it. If anyone has a dupe, let me know. It's probably not as good. It's so expensive. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Daily Peel. This is the one that I get. It's like $200 for a pack of 60 or something absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even going to open it because I don't need it right now. This side is the most important side. This is a chemical exfoliant. You can only do so much with a physical exfoliant, and you do not want to use, like, you know, like the apricot scrub, like anything like that is making tiny little tears in your skin. It's making tiny little tears. Bacteria can get in. It's getting inflamed. It's a lot. That's why you want to use a chemical exfoliant. There's many that exist. This one is my favorite. This side is like an anti-aging thing. I use it, but honestly, this is doing the heavy lifting. I wish they would let me just buy this one. Like, maybe it's good to be doing the anti-aging. I'm like not great about stuff like that because I think I'm invincible, which I kind of am. So I use this probably 3 times a week. I don't want to say every other day because it's not like religiously every other day. I just feel it. Like now I feel it when I can feel dead skin building up on my face and I use it. So every day or 2 days, just depending on what's going on, if I'm in the sun, etc. Really good. This is what I do after I get out of the shower. I dry my face with a face towel. Oh, I forgot to bring them in here. That one I can like pull a picture up of. And same thing, I bought them from different brands. This is like kind of bad for the environment, but unfortunately it did make a really big difference for me. Let me minimize that. Here, this is the, like not the OG, but like one of the more popular. Yeah, open image in new tab. Thank you. This is one of the more popular brands. I have a knockoff of this. I don't know where I got it. I bought like a big pack a while ago. Oh my god, why do I keep doing this? I keep losing my fucking screen. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god, that's like literally huge. Let's relax. Sorry, that was like aggressive. Clean towels. That's literally all I wanted to show you. So I don't use that brand. There's tons of brands you can get them at Walmart, wherever. I think I actually might have gotten mine at Walmart. But I dry my face with that, and then I put on the chemical exfoliant. Is it gauze texture or soft? I would say it's like a softer paper towel. It's not gauzy. It's more close to a paper towel than gauze, but not as harsh as a paper towel. I put the chemical exfoliant on, and then I put on my clothes because it takes the chemical exfoliant maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to like do its thing, and you'll feel it. If I skip a couple days, that shit fucking hurts. It burns. Not that bad, but you feel it. And then after that feeling kind of goes away, then I'll go back in the bathroom and put the anti-aging neutralizer thing on, which again, I don't even know if it does anything. If you're light on money, highly recommend Tretinoid for a chemical exfoliant. It's like $20 every 90 days. I bought some from a pharmacy in Mexico, and I'm kind of afraid to try it because I have really sensitive skin. So on days that I do not use this, I use this. Once this is completely soaked in, I just throw in a little CeraVe. I don't know if I think the moisturizer. And I have kind of combination skin. So the reason I don't use these two together is because that's like so fucking expensive. I like to sparse these out, and maybe this is not actual science, but I just feel like, are they competing against each other? I don't know. I just feel like with a chemical exfoliant, I like to use really basic moisturizer. This is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I bought this because I was doing skin research and I wanted my skin to be a little like shinier and like bouncier and look a little like tighter. Not tighter, but just like healthier. I felt like I looked a little dull and sad. And apparently polypeptides are really good for that. And then this had really good reviews, but this was pricey. I think this is like $54 or something like that. I do really like it. Has like the little squish top though. That's nice. Another thing that I have in this rotation of things I use on occasion, it is unfortunately so fucking good. The Medicube mask. I've been getting comments recently, your skin looks really good, your skin looks really good. This came into the rotation a few months ago. It is expensive. It's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be, because everyone was talking about, oh my god, it's the most expensive mask, it's so expensive, and like celebrities were saying that. So I thought they were like $50 each. That's like legitimately what I thought. This is a 4-pack, and I think I paid $22 for it, which is a lot. So I use this maybe once a week. Not even that. And it has to sit on your face for like a while. I don't love the way... So it feels, when I put it on, it feels good. I'm like, oh, it feels cool. It feels hydrating. It feels all that. But then after like 5 minutes, it just kind of overstimulates me. And I don't love having it on. Some people sleep in it. I don't know how the fuck they're doing that. Big fan of these. So these are like my expensive guys that I rotate in between. So I never use all of these in the same day, but I do use all of them on a regular basis. I debated showing these two things because they're very new to the rotation, but I do think I like them. This brand I really like because it's not as astronomically expensive. I think this was $20 and I think this was like $18. So to me, that's a really nice like middle point between like your fucking $200, $54, $5 per mask. This felt like, oh, okay. And someone told me about this brand. This is a hydrating milky toner. I don't know if it's doing anything. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't know. I've used it like 5 or 6 times. I don't know. This is Phytomucin Glow Serum. I have very mixed feelings about this. I put this on and it looked so good. I bought this because someone told me to get that like glowy, like glazed donut, like really bright skin. This is good. This glow. The way it feels, like I put it on and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so good, but I feel like it's a little thick. Like I feel it like hovering on my skin. So I've only used this once. And I wouldn't do it if I was going to put makeup on. The one thing I also like about these is they come with directions. I fucking hate when stuff doesn't come with directions because like, do I use it after I wash my face? Do I use it before I moisturize? Like I don't know what to do. I'm not a fucking doctor. And this has like, look, you can see, it's kind of hard to read. Cleanse, tone, treat, moisturize, protect. And then like this one says treat. So it's like, I like it because you can put your own cleansers or you can use theirs. Because like step 1 cleanse. Yeah. And it tells you AM or PM or both. Both of these are both. I use this PM and this AM. I don't know. Another thing that I like, I recently got into dry brushing, really made my spray tan last a long ass time. If you get spray tans, do dry brushing the day before your spray tan, not the day of, and definitely not after you get sprayed. I'm learning how to spray tan, BTW. This was clutch though. What else is in here? There's some essential oils in here. Oh, this is for desperate times. If I have a huge pimple that's not going away and I have to do something the next day, this will dry it out, but I feel like this makes me scar worse. So, yeah. Also, I'm a pimple popper. I pop my pimples. I know we're not supposed to. I'm going to keep doing it. Sorry. This Olaplex I use sometimes. A lot of people always ask a hair routine. I was blessed by the hair gods. I wash my hair about once a week. This is the hair stuff that I use. These are the mini bottles, but I have the big bottles in my shower. Monday, shampoo and conditioner. This is smooth. I also like moisture. Those are the two that I use. Just sometimes they have them in stock, sometimes they don't. And then I also will use a clarifying shampoo. Right now I'm using the Paul Mitchell one. I do like it. I just bought one from Costco that I haven't tried yet, so that's why I didn't bring either of them in here, just because I don't have like... And I double wash my hair. So I wash it with the Monday. Then I go in with the Paul Mitchell clarifying. Let that fucking sit on my scalp for like a while. I only condition the ends of my hair and then I wrap it up, clip it, or put a hair tie on it and let that all marinate while I shave, exfoliate, wash my body, etc., etc., and then I wash it out. And I wash my hair, like I said, every 6 to 12 days, just depending on what I'm doing. And the thing is, with double washing, and people are like, how do you go that long without washing your hair? I have very dense hair. Like, let me take it out of a ponytail because I'm going to do it in a second. I have very, very dense hair. There's a lot going on there. So, like, you can see a lot of people, if they lift their hair like this, you just see their scalp. You have to, like, dig to get to my scalp. Like, my individual hairs are not thick. There's not much space in between them. A lot of hair follicles have 2 hairs coming out of them. I have very, very dense hair. So, that's the hair. I try and remember to use this. Also, this was a Christmas present. I'm not great about remembering to use it, but I do like it. I feel like it's good. So that was kind of skin. If anybody has questions about skin and hair, let me know. Also, for hair, let me get my stuff plugged in. I told you we're literally doing this like traditional IRL style. Oh, I remember what I needed to do first. Okay, we're all coming together now. Cool. Oh, my nose is so stuffy and I'm like actually so over it. Alright. Let's get into it. This is the best brush. I have 2 of them. It's a wet brush. They're not expensive. I think it's like $5. I got it at like TJ Maxx. Don't buy it like online. It'll be more expensive. Go to like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They always have them. Make sure it's this kind with the holes in the back. They have a wet detangle brush that's different. I don't like that one. I like this one. I feel like when I come out of the shower, I brush my hair with this and put the Olaplex in it. And then I twist it into the claw clip, how you guys always see me with my hair. And that's why mine like dries very nice. I notice if mine like air dries or dries in a different way, it just never turns out quite as good as when I do it with the claw clip and this specific brush. So that's that on that. So we're gonna move on to hair. These are hot rollers. Yeah, you thought that they left these in the 70s? No, baby. Your hair dries in the claw clip. Yeah. I'll leave it in the claw clip and then I'll like take it down for 30 minutes and then I put it back and then I take it down. It's like on and off. Let me plug this in. This is gonna be hard. I don't think it's gonna reach. So I'm gonna plug in the hot rollers. While they're heating up, I'm going to do my lashes. You might be like, Miss Redacted, you do your lashes after makeup. Not around here, you don't. Not around here, you don't. I use these. Stop speeding. I use these. Do not try to put them on after your makeup is on because you will have powder on your eyelashes and they won't adhere. They won't adhere. Oh, it does take my hair like 10 hours to dry. And I also just hate the feeling of wet hair on me, so that's a big motivating factor. I'm moving my keyboard. I need the space. And what am I honestly typing tonight? This is why I didn't make slides. My mind. Okay. So I'm going to plug in the hot rollers. We're going to do the lashes. Bing, bang, boom. Sure. Is it safe to plug hot rollers into an extension cord? I guess we're going to find out. I guess we are going to find out. Oh, nothing going on here. Just a desktop computer, a ring light, and hot rollers all plugged into the same extension cord. Yes. Okay. The lashes are going to be hard. I don't have a mirror, but I am not new to this. I have done them in moving cars many a times. And I do want to say, with the makeup, I feel like I'm like, yeah, like I have it down the way I need to have it. The hair, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I use foam overnight rollers to curl my bangs. I could never get the foam ones to work. I could never get the like circles. It's like plastic circles with clips. Could never get those to work either. But I love these hot rollers. I am annoyed at myself though because I did my hair for our engagement photos and I forgot to put hairspray on. So it like fell like immediately. This is the Kiss Impress Voluminous. This is my favorite one. They also have one that's in a purple box that's like more naturally. I like that one too. They're very, sometimes you buy a pack and it sucks. Like the glue sucks, everything sucks. Like it just doesn't work. So I always have like 10 packs of these on me at all times. So This is not going to be my ideal lash because I'm running out. And I have a new pack, but I just need to use these. So these come in 14, 13, 12, and 10. Or no, 14, 12, 12, 10. Yeah, sorry. There it is. 14 millimeters, 12, 12, 10. I like to do 14, 14, 12, 10. That's my favorite. But they come with a lot of 12s. So this is going to be more of a 12 heavy. What I'm going to do is, I have 3 12s and 3 10s. Is that fine? Yeah, I guess that's 3 on each eye. Whatever. I don't know. 12. No, that's not fine. These are going to be a little wonky. But is Mr. Redacted bald? Does he oil his head or something? He is bald and he washes his hair. And one time I found out he was using my $40 clarifying shampoo to wash his hair. And I was like, what do you mean you need to wash your hair? You're bald. And he goes, well, I still have the hair follicles, so it still makes hair oil. Whatever. Yeah, so let's do the lashes. They're going to be a little wonkier, but whatever. Honestly, no one's looking that hard. And sometimes people will be like, oh, your eyelash is fucked up. And I'm like, I don't care. And I think it's kind of a power move if you think about it. I might have to get my phone to use as a mirror. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my phone. I'm sorry. Or actually, no. I think maybe if I pull you guys closer to me. No, I just feel like we're going to knock everything over. This is really, really precarious. So, yeah, this is not going to go well. I can already tell. There's so much stuff in here. Okay, that's how you put them on. I'm going to have to do it on my phone, like lower down and closer to my eyes. Sorry. You're not going to be able to see it as well, but they'll turn out better and you got the vibe. It's just hard to adhere because you literally, like, that's what I always tell people. You have to get, like, this fucking close to your mirror. My nose will be in the mirror is how close I will get. And then also because this camera, so you can read, it's, like, flipped. It makes it hard. I'm used to doing it in my phone camera. I do that a lot. So you literally put it on there. I do like a hard blank. And then you just keep it going. 12. So I'm only going to put 3 on each eye instead of 4. Sometimes they get these little glue chunks stuck on them, which is annoying. I try and rip them off with my fingers, but it doesn't always happen. And if I crash out tonight, I crash out. And it is what it is. Okay. Boom. That's 2 12s. The other eye is only going to have 1 12. And sometimes that's how it goes. Like, sorry, we're living under a fascist regime and you want my eyelashes to match fucking perfectly? Fucking perfectly. I'm behind on the stream. Are we done talking about hair or are we going to revisit that topic? I need to know how you keep your hair clean while working out every day. I don't. Keep it clean is the answer to that. We're not done with hair because I'm going to do the hot rollers and I'll talk about it more. But I just told you how I wash my hair. That's all I really gave. And the brush I use. Can you hear the children playing? The car's not respecting them. Oh no, it's coming off. See, this is what I mean when I say, like, in a TikTok, they would have cut that out. Yeah, not the best lash set I've ever done. Whatever. Whatever. At least I finally, this is my first time ever using a whole pack, so it just felt like an opportunity I couldn't miss. And I love a 16 millimeter lash. Like, I love a big lash. Kiss, if you're watching this, make them bigger. Give me 18 with a D curl, you know? And I'll show you the other lashes I've used that I actually feel like they look a little better, but I feel like they really damage my lashes, so I don't use them. Because that's one thing. I used to get eyelash extensions, like, at a salon, and it, like, destroyed my natural lashes. But they did grow back pretty fast. And I never took a break. Like, I had them straight for, like, over 2 years and never took a break. So my lashes were actually still very full. They were literally just, like, that long. And I like to dye my lashes, but I haven't done that in a while. And I don't know where my stuff is for it. So that's why we're not including it tonight. And honestly, you need to do that at a sink. Blush that I can just get a lash tint and lift and it looks good. Yeah. Mine, I like a lash tint and a lift, but I'll be honest, I just like the drama of the fake lash. And a lot of people don't like the way they look, but I just feel like they look so good on me. I feel like they make my eyes pop. And a lot of people don't like a black lash on a blonde. I love it. I feel like it's the vibe. And I feel like especially because I don't wear makeup, it's just like a little that I like. Okay. There we go. This is a very demure set. You can see this one's like, not that one. See, like I'm all fucked up because I'm used to the camera being different. Also, I have my contacts in right now. I usually wear glasses, but if I'm going anywhere and doing a full face of makeup, I'm probably not wearing my glasses, let's be honest. But my makeup does look good with my glasses, I will say. Okay, that's that. Those are my eyelashes. Like I said, we do the lashes first because I feel like these need to like cure. Like, I don't know how, but when you take them off, I feel like they need, like, if you don't touch them and you let them do their thing for like an hour, I feel like they stay on really well. I feel like if you're doing your makeup, if you're touching them, you're fucking with them. Right now, they're kind of poking me. So sometimes after you put them on, you might have to pull them and adjust a little to get them in the right spots. But I feel like I said, they just need time to like really adhere and for the glue to really like bond to your natural lash. And then they really stay on well for me. I wore them in the pool and they didn't come off. Let me show you the other lashes I've used. They look good, but again, I just feel like they damaged my eyelashes. And I'm here for sustainability. I'm here for taking care of myself. I'm here for preserving my natural face. These I like because that's a 16 millimeter. That's what I like. And then I've used a few different just like seal and bonds. These are a little bit harder to do. Maybe one day I'll do them, but I'm not that great at it, so that's why I didn't want to make a video yet. And then these are my other favorite lashes. These, this Cluster Multi-Pack. It's also Kiss Impress Volume. I don't love the natural. I like the volume. Because to me, I have a fake lash on. Like, who said I want natural? I never said that. Never said that. Ugh. My nose is so stuffy. Kill me. Okay. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Did I leave it at the hotel? No, there it is. Okay. Ugh. Where'd my brush go? I'm about to do my hair. And throw that away. By away, I mean on the floor. Where did that brush go? Oh, it's right here. It's also killing me having the teacher shawl like wrapped around me like a towel. Okay. Flunk. Let's get rid of this. What else is in here that you guys might want to see that I use? Oh, someone told me that this expensive ass lip gloss makes it look like you got lip filler. I don't know if that's true or not. The Pimple Popper. I love a pimple popper. This is a plumping eye cream. I don't know how I feel about it. I've used it like once or twice. This is good. This is a tea tree scalp treatment from Organics. You know what's great? The Taraji P. Henson one. That one has like a little like fork thing. You can go like that. It's a scalp cleanse. So good. It has like witch hazel and tea tree and some stuff like that in it. I am out of it right now though. So yeah, there's my little, this box can go away as well. I'm gonna have to put all this shit back. That's annoying. I'll probably do it in like 1 to 2 business years. Okay, I need to scoot back a little bit just to give myself some space. Okay, so let's do my hair. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, this is my 3rd time ever using these hot rollers. The first time it worked super slay, and the second time it was like definitively mid. So we shall see. Oh, this hurts. I'm a little sunburned. That's not good. Okay. God, my throat hurts. It's so hard to be a woman. Okay. You all are really locked in. You're not too chatty tonight, but it's also an intimate crowd. I appreciate you all being here on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday. Okay. Most important thing, protect your fucking hair. This is not your mother's heat protectant. Beat the heat. It goes up to 450 degrees. It's good. I don't have strong feelings about heat protectants. If anyone has one they really like, feel free to chime in. First ingredient is water. I love paying money for water. Yeah, great. Okay. Someone talk to me. Try and get all of your hair, but it's like, whatever. It's not that serious. Because I don't like my hair to be too wet. And you can see, I have a lot of hair. I'm getting a haircut in like 2 weeks. I was supposed to get it a while ago, but then I had to reschedule. And then she's like super booked up. And I'm just like, on one hand, I'm like, oh, she's probably going to slay, but I'm going to a new person. If you're my old person, sorry. Okay. Well, bam. This part does not feel that damp. Thinks about what to say in a natural way to break the silence. How do you do, fellow kids? How do you find a good nail person? I have no idea. When I lived in Miami, my friend used to do my nails and she was so good. And I have not had a consistent nail person since. I go to a salon that I like, but they have a really high staff turnover. So I did have like a consistent person there that I was going to who's really good at art, and I really, really liked her. But then she stopped working there and she stopped answering my text messages, so I don't know where she is now. And yeah. I don't, so. But I did just find someone on TikTok that said, like, oh, I do nails in the area, and it was, like, where I lived, and it says they're a college student. So I DM'd them on Instagram, and she was like, oh, I have class, and I was like, oh, my God. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We'll see how it goes. You'll probably see me burn myself. Just did my night skincare and teeth. Love the vibes. My hair never holds a curl. Any suggestions? I have the same problem, Diva, and that's why I'm going with hot rollers. Let me tell you what I think the problem was last time I used them. So the first time I used them at home. I left them in for a little bit longer, and then I took it out, and I felt like my hair looked like way too poofy. Like it was like big. And then I like brushed it out, whatever. The next day, my hair looked fucking phenomenal. And I think it's because like it over poofed, and then I had it in the claw clip, so it like cemented that curl, but then like had the chance to smooth out a little bit overnight. And then that like slayed so hard. What I did a couple days ago that I feel like is the reason why it didn't slay as hard is I did it the hair the day of, because before I was just like, oh, it's a trial. It looked good, but it's a little too poofy. I'll leave it in for not as long. So that's what I did. Mistake. So I left them in for not quite as long. And then brushed it out, touched it up with a hair straightener on some of the edges, and I was like, it looks perfect. But then as soon as I went outside, it fell. It was done. So I think what I need to do is do the hot rollers the day before, let it lock in, and then the day of, just do touch-ups with a hair straightener. So, maybe. So, they come with these little clips on them. It's super hot, so be careful touching it. Watch it like burn the shit on my desk. My hair never held a curl in Texas, but it does in Denver because it's so dry. I also think the reason my hair doesn't hold a curl very well is because it's just long and it's heavy. And so it's like that's a lot of weight pulling down on it. So I like to do a couple rollers straight back, and then I just try and fill in my whole head. One thing I'm really struggling with is like which direction to turn them, because like I don't fucking know. So I just try and do different ones, and that's been turning out okay. So nope. We'll try the other way. Like if something's not working, I don't force it. That's one thing that I have really learned in like doing my hair and makeup more is like, don't resist. Like your body and your hair will tell you what's working and what's not. So like if something's not working, just pivot. Just pivot, or else you're going to end up burning yourself, injuring yourself, hurting your skin, hurting your hair, something of the sort. Some people, oh my God, my neighbors have a golf cart? That looks so fun. Who are you guys? Some people like the metal pins for these better. I like the clip. Again, my hair is very thick and it's very long. That little pin is simply not holding anything anywhere. Do you usually get ready in a bathroom with a vanity or something? So our house is like the upstairs has 4 bedrooms. The bathroom that's inside of our room does not have much counter space. So the hallway bathroom that's like for the other bedrooms has a huge counter space because it's meant for like 3 people to be sharing the bathroom. So it's a huge bathroom. So I keep all my hair and makeup stuff in that bathroom because it literally has like the counter space in there is longer than my desk. So I don't really get ready in our bathroom. I get ready in that bathroom. Or the other thing, sometimes in our bedroom, we have a huge mirror, like huge, takes up like the whole wall, huge. So sometimes I will, especially if I'm having a lot of anxiety, I'll gather all my things in there and then sit on the floor and get ready in that big mirror. I love doing my makeup on the floor. It's like sacred to me. Oh, this one's not rolling that well, but whatever. No, we're not. Ow. We're not stealing the neighbor's golf cart, you guys. All right, this girl is running, and I saw her earlier. Are you okay? Like, that was like hours ago. How long have you been exercising? Like, do you need to talk? This is like a, you know, doing makeup on the floor is so important to me. No, it really is. And these hot rollers, they're Revlon. No, Remington. They're Remington. I think they were like $30 or $40. They were not that expensive. But I saw some people on TikTok with hot rollers that looked like they were much bigger than these, and I think I kind of liked that better. So I might invest in those, but they looked expensive. I don't remember what kind they were. But they were like, these are an inch. These are 1.5 inches. There's an inch ones in here too. But these ladies had some that were like 2 inches. That looked really nice. How do you... Okay. It's a lot of feeling. You just have to feel it. As it falls. Sit down in your fucking seat. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that was 3. 1,000 to go. Perfect. Mr. Redacted was like, how long is your stream going to be? And I was like, probably an hour. Haven't started my makeup, mind you. My hair only looks good with a blowout, but I might try this. Yeah. That's the thing. I love my hair. I think my hair is stunning and gorgeous, but my hair is simply one look. Like, and when I do this, I try and go from like the top down. That's what I feel like is easiest. So you can see like I did these front pieces. My hair only looks good with a blowout, and I try this. To get hold, you can spray before and after too, like for an event. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't like using hairspray on my hair. I feel like it just makes it crunchy. And I don't like that. I probably will, like, for my wedding and stuff, because, like, who cares if it's crunchy? But because I don't like to wash my hair very often, that's why I don't like to use hairspray on it, because I feel like I need to wash it whenever I use hairspray on it. Shit. Ow. Ugh, I can tell I need a haircut, because my hair is knotting very quickly. I think this piece might be too big for a roller, but it's happening. Okay. We're just, it's working. Everything's working. Everything's always, this is way too much hair. Goodbye. Half of you is done. My hair routine is I brush it, and if I'm feeling wild, a bun on top of my head. Exactly. I hairspray for the same reason. I also have like one of those beach waver things, not a crimper. It's a beach waver, not a crimper. I hate seeing influencers be like, crimp my hair, and it's a beach waver. Like, no, don't insult our heritage that way. Like before curling and after the rollers, try aerogel and more flexible firm hold hairspray over a salon quality spray. Yeah. That's the thing. I am not great with the hair products because my thing is always like, I feel like God blessed me so hard that I'm like afraid to like fuck it up. And you can see like it's a lot of hair that's being forced into this one little roller. And that's like half of what I originally started with. Boom. Okay, let's use some of the smaller ones now on the side. There's hair in my mouth. Ew. Kaboom. Kaboom! No, I want this side. It's hard to do this, like, backwards. I'm used to doing it in a mirror, so to do it not mirrored now is weird. And you can see, like, there's really not a rhyme or reason to how I'm changing the direction. Like, should there be? Probably, but there's not. I hate hairspray, but it's essential to hold any type of curl in the heat or summer for me. Yeah. I just really don't do my hair that often. Like I said, I kind of have one look. It's a great look. Phenomenal look. A phenomenal look. But at the end of the day, it is a singular look. What? Yeah, you. What am I gonna do in the submarine? Where's... This is so, like, actually so hard to do backwards. Like, I think I'm actually losing my mind over it. Okay, that's a decent piece. It's straight, it's gonna dry straight, it's gonna stay straight. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Exactly. My hair has like a slight wave in it, and if I try and do anything else, it's just not into it. I will say my hair, if you straighten my hair, it sticks for a while. I could have straightened it on live. Maybe I can do that next time. Maybe another time. Another time. Skirp. And when I did these rollers the other day, I tried something new. I saw someone on TikTok start it here and then go like that. No, did not work well. Did not work well. Got to start at the bottom. Started from the bottom. Sorry, I'm a 2016 grad. I can't help it. Get in there. Like, you can see, like, this is not going well. It'll turn, like, when I take them out, it'll look good. But, like, I'm not going to tell you, like, you guys have seen my hair. Like, it's not going to look bad. I'm tired, and this one needs to be redone. I'm sorry. Or reclipped. At the very least. There we go. Much more stable. Okay. Let's get a nice chunk there. Haha. That's too much. And my makeup will be pretty fast. I'm pretty fast at my makeup, so not to brag. I've just had to do it a gazillion times, so I've gotten it pretty down. And it's also relatively uncomplicated. I like a very natural glam. So there's not any, like, eyeshadow. I wish we could listen to music, but then we would get copyright struck. Oh, that one went in pretty good. Ha ha ha. I continue to consistently be jealous of your gorgeous head of hair. We could all sing. Could you sing for us? I'm already sick, and I am not a good singer even if I'm healthy. I need makeup recs. I have good recs for the makeup. I do. I am, especially having such sensitive skin. I'll sing for us. We are trying. I had to ban that song at school because I literally just, like, they would always do it and it gets stuck in my head so easily. I was actually at a meeting today and we were talking about Charlie Kirk. And someone said, like, someone should make, like, a left version of that song. And then I had it stuck in my head. It's always stuck in my head. The other song that I had... Ow! Fuck. The other song that I had to ban, like, and this was when I had my own classroom, because it was getting so out of hand, was, I don't even want to say it, but the Real Women Vote for Trump. Like, my students would sing it so much, and they were trolling. Like, they're not, like, no one was singing it genuinely. But they were literally using it to vocal stim, and they said that. They're like, I'm sorry, it's our vocal stim. And I was like, you are genuinely going to drive me to insanity. Like, that's actually what is going to happen here. And you see, as I do these rollers, I just kind of switch back and forth on different sides and go from the top down, like I said. I wish they were all the same size. Like, honestly, I don't like the little ones. They don't need to be here. They're not adding value to the conversation. That sounded demanding. It was meant to be enthusiast. You guys are funny. Speaking of music, has anyone attended Ray's tour? Seeing her this weekend and I'm ecstatic. No, I don't even know who that is. What even are these songs? Who are the youth? They're funny. They have brain rot. They're on TikTok and they're rotting their little brains and I love them. Okay. See, like, the little ones, it just never works out as well. Like, this one that still keeps falling, because I just have too much hair for them. So that's why I think I might invest into the big ones. I don't know. I just don't know. But you can see, like, it's falling off the edges. This is a mess. It's a mess, honestly. Nope. It just literally, like, launched itself. Just burning myself continuously on this now. Tried to hold it for as long as I could. Sorry, guys. There we go. My mom is a secretary and she was getting kids in trouble because teachers banned 6'7" and she would not stop saying it. Mr. Redacted has been trying to break me of my 6'7". I just think it's so funny, unfortunately. I just, like, can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So again, you see, we're like halfway done. I have a lot of hair. Sorry. And this is now the half point of the rollers. This one is like one full side. Here, let me show you. See, I used one side of it. Oops. They don't take long to heat up, like you guys saw. And it doesn't tell you, it just has like a little light. My hair also right now, I feel like maybe it's because I washed it on vacation and did something wrong. I feel product in it. Like I don't think I got all the conditioner out of it. And also I didn't have my clarifying shampoo on vacation. I bet that's why it feels this way actually. It's all coming together. And I usually don't wash my hair on vacation, but like I was in the water and all that and swimming, so. Like I feel my hair is like a little bit wet in this part. I don't know if it's from my shower or my sweat. But to the person who was like, how do you keep it clean with working out so much? Just, do you stink? Maybe. I wouldn't know. Do you do this every day? Fuck no. This is my 3rd time doing this ever. Love the vibes tonight. Gonna paint my nails and pretend we're at a sleepover. We are, but we're all getting picked up. I saw a TikTok the other day from an occupational therapist that I thought was a phenomenal point, where she was saying when parents tell her like, oh, we're not going to allow sleepovers, she says like, okay, what's your transition plan? And they're like, oh, when they go to college. And like, really think about that. Really think about that. Think about never letting a child sleep over anywhere but your home and then putting them in a freshman dorm. Yeah, that's going to go great. It's going to go great. And the way that this occupational therapist explained it, I thought was really good. I grew up in like a sleepover family. Like we were going everywhere. And my mom was big on, she wanted it to be at our house for that reason. But I did sleepover places all the time. What was I about to say? Oh, but this occupational therapist was saying that like no sleepovers is a good rule for an elementary schooler. And then in middle school, you can start to transition to like cousins and like very close friends where like you know the parents, maybe they live nearby, maybe they're a neighbor, and then by high school they should be like informed and equipped to be able to handle a situation and talk about like, oh, if someone makes you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, what should you do? You can call me, like this, that, and the third. Because that's what I feel bad for, is kids that get like no exposure and they just get like thrown into the adult world and they're like so ill-equipped. My mom said she can pick us up if your mom can drop us off, and my mom also says 6'7". It's just fun. I like it. God forbid we 6'7" a little bit. God forbid! God forbid. Have you guys seen The Sopranos? I like The Sopranos. So I'm actually going to take a little break after this roller, and I'll tell you why. I meant to do this before I started this, but whatever. Not a break from you all, just a break from the rolls. And I will say, one like hurdle to me is for a long time, I felt like I couldn't do my hair because my arms would get tired. Like, and you see, I have a lot of hair and it's like a lot of this. So my arms would get tired. And I was like, oh my God, I just can't do my hair. It's too thick. It's too much. My arms get too tired. Now that I started lifting, and not even lifting and like, oh, fuck, lift. Like, I don't really track anything. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. Like, my arms are not tired at all right now because I'm just a lot stronger than I was like a year ago. Okay. I'm going to put my primer on. This is another thing that was taught to me, is that your primer can only work if you give it time to do its job. This just fell. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. So you need to put your primer on while you're doing something else to give it a chance to do its job. My arms are tired just watching you. No, like humble brag, literally nothing. Like I don't feel anything in my arms right now. It feels totally fine. Which makes sense because I use like 40-pound weights and do a chest press. And again, like 40 pounds is not a crazy high. I'm not doing anything like super like, oh, I'm fucking yoked, bro. This Barbie is just really strong. Not even that strong. I'm like medium strong. This girl is still running. Like, are you okay? I went for my run that turned into a walk at 5:15. It's 8:04 and I'm pretty sure it's the same girl. This is the primer that I'm currently using, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Big fan. Big fan. I use my hands. Sorry. Love, love, love this primer. Oh, I wonder if I can mirror my thing. No, you cannot. Oh well, that's fine. So yeah, put your primer on. Don't be shy. Put it on there. Give it a few minutes to really like lock into your face because it needs some time to like get in your pores and dry. I just felt that. This one is very, very sticky. Grandpa, me and my friend call that the Pussy Grip Primer. I love that shit. Oh, I should have made you guys a game of my products. I didn't make you a game this week, sorry. So this is the primer that I use. This primer, if I have a lot of acne, I will put this on top of it, this e.l.f. green primer. And then there's another primer that I like. I've used it once. I liked it. I like this better. I like the Power Grip better. This is NYX, the face glue. I love NYX, so that's why I bought this, NYX. Very good mid-priced brand. So, now my hands are sticky. I'm gonna go wash my hands really quick. While I'm washing my hands, I'm also gonna wet my beauty blender because that's where we're going next. Maybe the game was the friends we made along the way. I don't do makeup. What's the benefit of primer? So the benefit of primer is the exact same thing as when you paint a wall and you put primer on it. It preps the space to have stuff on it. So this is very sticky. Like my fingers and my face feel actively sticky. That makeup is just gonna lock onto there. The other thing is our skin is uneven. We have scarring, we have pores, we all have all these things. This makes it smoother. So you're basically setting your makeup up for success. Because otherwise, if you put makeup on your straight skin, your skin is uneven. Your makeup is going to look uneven. And then when you sweat, it's just gonna pull that makeup into your skin and it's gonna start dripping and getting gross and cracking and all the things. So this is one, providing a better base for your makeup to give it somewhere good to go. And then two, it's also a barrier between the makeup and your skin, which as someone with sensitive skin, this helps a lot. Because before, I would get acne from makeup. Why use primer if you're going to use foundation? And you can see this doesn't really do much in terms of color. But do you see how shiny and sticky I am and how my hair was sticking to my face? That's what this does, and that's why I really like this one. This one gets that stick. This one does, not as much. This one is much thicker, so it fills in any gaps, and it's green. So if you have redness, it offsets the green. One other thing about makeup is that it's really just color theory. And I was really into art in high school, so I do know a little about color theory. I'm going to go wash my hands and get some water on the beauty blender because we're going there momentarily. And I just saw this when I just went in the bathroom. This is the Chi Heat Protectant. I really like this one too. Whenever I hear color theory, I think about the floor on that children's hospital hallway. What? I'm so clueless. Oh, I already read that one. I think the makeup sticks better. Yeah, there's many reasons to use primer. She's coming back. I've returned from the war. Okay, let's finish this hair. I'm like kind of over it, if you can't tell. Like, doing my hair is so fun for the first 20 seconds, and then I'm like, I hate this. Doing my makeup, because it's faster, I get less frustrated. And I'm going to leave the rollers in while I do my makeup, which I did not do the other day, and I think that's why I wasn't as happy with the way it turned out. I fear I know exactly what you're talking about. Would you ever do a big chop? No. I had short hair as a kid and I hated it. I've just always had long hair. I cut my hair. I did a big chop to here when I was 20. I only liked the way it looked when it was straightened because like you guys see, my hair has like a nice natural wave to it. Part of the reason it has that is because it's so heavy. It's being pulled down by its own weight. When it's short, it frizzes up a lot. So I did not, like when I had it short, I felt the need to straighten my hair every single day, which is really bad for your hair. And I just didn't like the way it looked on me, honestly. I just feel like with my face. I just look good with long hair. I love my long hair. Like, it makes me feel very glamorous and very gorgeous. And I just feel like so many people want to grow long hair and their hair will not grow long. And I think as like, it would be irresponsible of me to just cut my hair when it'll grow to this. Like, I need to honor what was given to me by having it. And so like, I know a lot of people call it like the mom chop. And like when you have kids, a lot of people cut their hair short. I told Mr. Redacted, I said, if I ever come to you and I say I want to chop my hair, that is a sign that I'm like mentally unwell. Like, you need to not let me make that appointment. And I just love my long hair. And I have thought about, this is actually a really good space for me to talk about this. I've been thinking about dyeing my hair. That has been one thing that I just cannot get off my mind, because my hair used to be much blonder and it's gotten a lot darker in the last few years, and I don't dislike it, but I'm just kind of bored of it. Like, I've never dyed my hair. I've done blue streaks a few times, but I've never had a dramatic dye. And I don't really want to be a dyed blonde. Like, I just feel like, yeah, I could get blonde highlights to look like my hair did when I was 22, but no. Like, one, it's really expensive. It's very, I'm not doing anything before the wedding. I'm not dyeing my hair before the wedding. That's out of the question. This would be post-wedding. So, like, I am catfishing in a way. So anyway, I just feel like if I'm going to go through the time, money, and energy of dyeing my hair, I just want something a little more unique and exciting for me than just getting blonde highlights. I'm so tired of my nail, but you guys know how I like broke my nail. Hair gets under it, so I have to keep a Band-Aid on it, but it's so annoying. So I have been thinking about a few different things for my hair. One thought I've had, but I don't think I'm going to do this till I'm old, platinum. Whole head, platinum gray. Like a platinum gray with like a lavendery undertone, I think would eat so fucking hard. I would love that, but that's very expensive to maintain. In the meantime, in regards to dyeing my hair, I'm thinking about a few things. One is black. Like the void. Like, if you watch my TikToks and you've seen my sister's cat, that color. Like, dark. Dark. Also have thought about doing, like, looks black, but is actually purple. Like an undertone of purple, or the same thing, but red. Like an undertone of red. And dyeing my whole head that. Black is tough for a natural blonde, though. I know, because then when your blonde grows in, it looks like bald spots, is what I've heard. And then you can't get it out, is what's tough. I've also thought about, this is probably my number one choice, like a chestnut brown, like a very dark brown. Do you remember when Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City 2, the Sex and the City movie, I think the second one, when she dyed her hair, maybe it's the first one, she dyed her hair brown. I really like that brown. Oh my god, you guys, we're almost done. Incredible. I like that brown a lot. I've also thought about red. If you know Whitney from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, she recently went blonde to red, and I thought that looked really good. I might say blonde initially and do a bold color as a highlight, streaks, or peekaboo color. See, I don't know. Like, I just kind of, I'm like, if I do it, I want to do it and fucking go for it. This does make sense, because my therapist told me one thing that she's really concerned about is I'm a very black and white thinker. She was like, you're very all or nothing, and it scares me. I was like, would you say you're 100% scared or 0%? I love these ideas, but I can't picture you with anything other than your natural. Like, it just eats so hard. That's kind of how I feel too. So I'll probably just continue to talk about it and think about it and never do it. And then my old hair person that I went to, that I might go back to, she's not bad. She was like trying to get me to go like a light brown, like kind of orangey red. And I was like, ugh. And she took a chunk of my hair and dyed it that color. But I was just like, no. Like, I just wasn't into it. I'm sorry. And I'm going to a new hair person that specializes in layers, which is really, I want to cut with more layers in it. That's why I'm going to a new person. But I asked her about color, and she said she'll do the same thing. Like, she'll take some chunks of my hair and dye it, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm very all or nothing. Because, like, yeah, yeah, we just are. I don't have to explain it to you. You got it. Okay. It's hard because your hair is so long, it would take years to get back to your natural color. That's the other thing, is it's such a fucking commitment. I will say my hair does grow pretty fast, but that's why it scares me, because it would literally take like years, like you said. And like this experience with breaking my nail is showing me a lot. There we go. That's kind of burning the back of my neck, but beauty is pain. And I mean that. Adding any color as a semi-permanent color is a good idea for a trial or a transition. That's what my old hair girl told me. She was like, well, I don't want to do full dark on you because then, like, you're not, if you hate it, we can't go anywhere. So she was like, you should do this color instead. And I was like, well, that would just be a means to an end. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, that color's ugly. And she was like, I think it would look really good. And I was like, well, I don't like it. So if you're telling me, like, I know you can't go from blonde to black hair in one session. If you're telling me we have to do this first, that's fine, but I don't want that. Like, that, again, would be a means to an end. Wait, I'll put this in the Discord, too, but how do you feel about a community nail painting stream? I've been debating that, but I got kind of scared because I was thinking about buying a gel kit with a light, and then a bunch of people on Instagram told me that they gave themselves gel allergies, and now they can never get their nails done again, so I'm kind of scared. I don't know. Do you guys know how to do your own nails? Because I sure as fuck don't. I have black hair. I've considered dyeing it red without bleaching because, one, I don't want to put my hair through bleach. Same. I think maroon would be more me than a vibrant red. Yeah. I love a maroon. Yes, be so careful with home gel. Just make sure to use an actual gel light. Like, see what I mean? It's like, oh, if you fuck up, you're just fucked forever. I don't like that. Because, like, if I fuck up my makeup, I just take it off. Okay. The rollers are in. We're locked and loaded. It's going to be hard to do my makeup around these, but we shall try. And that's my whole head. I used every roller except one. I usually use all of them, or I have one or two left over. It just kind of depends how much I put in each one. I don't really overthink it. This is like, there's nowhere for it to clip because my hair is so, like, my head is just full. There's nowhere for it to go. Damn. Okay, that one's just kind of like hanging in the back. That's fine. Let's unplug this. Especially for the effect or something dramatic like black hair with bangs, I would recommend a wig or hair paint to get the effect, but not permanent. I actually did buy a wig, but I don't know how to put it on. I need to ask one of my friends that wears wigs. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. The cord is stuck in my hair. Okay, I'm free now. My fiance learned how to do spray tans at home. I wonder if I could get him to do manicures. Oh my god, I'm trying to teach Mr. Redacted spray tan, but I'm learning myself first. And he just keeps going, yeah, it's a paint job. And it makes me so mad. Okay, what we all came here for, the makeup. Let's get into it. This is my makeup bag. This is everything that I use. A lot of this is very old and disgusting. I'm going to warn you about that right off the jump. So what we already did, as a reminder, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I love it. Ugh. Okay, I'm just going to take a bunch of stuff out first so we can kind of just focus. Freaking focus. Makeup bag. And I like the clear makeup bag because then if I just need one thing, it's easier for me to see it. Okay. Ow. There's some lash tweezers in here that just stabbed me. Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is what I start with. Most of this is ending stuff. I do not wear mascara because I do the fake lashes, but this is the best mascara, the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. Some people like the tubing mascara. I tried it once. I did not like it. Might have been user error, but that is the lash stuff that I like the best if I am going to wear mascara, which does not happen. I'm missing a brush. Yeah, it's literally not here. Where is it? Let me look in the bag. That's not good, and it's an important brush. That's not good at all. Wow. And lash curling. That too. Where the fuck is this brush? Did I lose this? I'm gonna be really irritated because it's a Morphe brush and I like it a lot. It's a concealer brush. Are you in here? Where art thou? Yeah, I might have lost it because I did my makeup at our hotel, so it easily could have fallen somewhere and I didn't see it. Because if it's not in there, I don't know where it is. Oh wait, is it in here? I have another little bag. Yes, it is. I forgot I had some makeup brushes in here. Yeah, and this eyeshadow's in here. What are you doing in there? You shouldn't be in there either. Okay. Cool. Thank God. I wish you could see, like, there's just so many brushes. And that's the other thing. Brushes make a huge impact. Product obviously does too, but I think people really sleep on their brushes. I desperately need to clean my makeup brushes, but I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I feel like that's part of it. Like the weeks and weeks of baked in product is part of it. Okay, so we already did primer. We are gonna start, just kidding. We're gonna start with under eye brightener. It is called Instant Awake. I don't have anything else from this brand. It's Catrice. I got it. It had good reviews. I saw it on Amazon. I think it was a stocking stuffer. It is to fill in your dark circles. I have really intense dark circles. They're not that bad right now because I did take a Benadryl last night and slept for 12 and a half hours. But normally I have really intense dark circles. I love this thing. This is the Morphe M132 concealer brush. I'm on Morphe's PR, so they sent me like the entire thing of brushes. I just picked what my favorites were and gave the rest to my students. So most of my brushes are Morphe. Not all of them, but most of them. Okay. I might have to have my phone for this one again. Yeah, I am. But this one I don't have to be as close. So I might not be making eye contact with you, but you'll still be able to see it. I just need to see it in my phone. Okay. So this, I just kind of put under my eyes and above my eye just to kind of even out the tone of my entire eye. And you see how the lashes, if I had just put them on, they would be like really having a hard time right now. You're getting it. And now I'm actually going to move my phone a little more to the middle so I'm a little more direct to you. Okay. I feel like I'm allergic to something in mascara. Every time I wear it, I get so teary. Yeah, that's understandable. Okay. And this is the thing with my makeup. I blend everything out to like high heaven. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I do a contour, a cut crease. I don't like to have like a lot of harsh lines on my face. I like to look very natural. So I use a lot of product, but at the end of the day, it's all mixed together. The reason I do this one first, so you can see my eyes already pop more, already look brighter. And you could wear this every day with nothing else if you wanted to. I don't, but you could. The reason, I do that one first is because I'm about to use green concealer. And I don't like it when the green gets in here. This one, men find terrifying. Mr. Redacted and Steven and Lou have all had an insane reaction to me wearing this. When they see me with just the green on my face, they're like, you look fucking insane. But again, it's color theory. So do you see how my cheeks are very red and like some of the space in my nose is kind of red? This is going to counteract that to make a nice neutral color. They just get scared. Like, why is it green? Why are you green? And if I have a pimple, I will directly put it like on the pimple. Like, so this red spot, down here. Let me put my phone on this tissue box just so it's a little higher so that you guys are getting a better view. I don't want to be like constantly ducking and you guys can't see. Yeah, I'll just rest my phone against my computer screen. That's perfect. Okay. Haha. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my nose so that I'm a little sunburned right now. And so let's say I have a fat ass pimple right here, so I put some right here. I'm going to put some on the other side as well because I don't want to be more green on one side to the other. But you can see I did not use a ton. And then I'm going to use the same brush. Did I clean it? No. Am I going to clean it after this? No. And just blend it out. Blending. Not perfectly, because I'm going to blend more later. So, yeah. Little bit green. There's been times where I've had a lot of acne, so I wore a lot more of this, but my skin is actually honestly doing pretty slay right now because I haven't been wearing makeup. Then I'm going to go in, and this was a NYX, if I didn't already show you. NYX Pro Fix Stick in green. I think they only have one green, but there's the color. It literally just says green. This is the same Fix Stick, but this is like the color of my face. This color is CCS05 Vanilla. You could have painted the Sistine Chapel, but Michelangelo could have never done this. So I use more of this than the green. And we're just going to do the exact same thing. Really put it on those areas where my skin is a little more uneven, especially right now because my nose was stuffy. It's very dry and red right here. And again, like, am I overthinking it? Am I making it perfect? No, I look a little bit crazy right now. So I used to put this under my eye. I just feel like this looks so much more natural and better. So this one, we use some more of it. We are not going to use Miss Teeny Baby Concealer Brush. We are switching to one of my favorites. This is a brush that is, it says it's for cream and liquid bronzer. Not what I'm using it for. And we are just going to blend this out. Ew, I can literally feel my nose running onto it. That's disgusting. I need to blow my nose. Okay. So you can see, do I look green? No. And then my forehead, I don't put the actual concealer on, but I will just take the brush and get a little bit on there. I do look a little pale. That's fine. That's fine. So here's where we are. Have you heard of the color theory witch? She understands color theory. She like invented it. She taught me so much. No, I don't know who that is. Okay, sorry. I'm going to blow my nose, which is like disgusting to do on live, but I'm sick. So you get what you get. Sorry. Gross. You can see literally like all the makeup on here that just came off. Blend, blend, blend. Put a little more. Blend, blend, blend. Okay. So, I will let you all pick what I do next. I'm going to show you, there's two different foundations that I use. One I've been using for a while. One is a little newer to the rotation. They are both NYX. This is my favorite. This is NYX Buttermilk Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. This is not a full foundation. This is a skin tint. It has SPF in it. This is color 02 Vanilla Bean Butter. That's the thing I've noticed with a lot of the NYX stuff. I'm whatever vanilla is to them. Like if the color says vanilla, that's usually right. I just sneezed while you blew your nose. Wow, women are amazing. So this I really like. This is very lightweight. This is a little bit lighter. This is like one step up from that. This is a blurring foundation. It's a NYX Bear With Me Blur. I feel like this is the perfect amount of coverage. I used to use the Fenty foundation, but as my acne went away, I just didn't need something that thick. I still really like it. I still have it. It's like disgusting because I've had it for years, so I need to get a new one, but it's pricey and I just felt like I didn't need something that thick like I used to. Which would you like me to use? This one is a little darker, so I use this if I have a spray tan. Right now I'm just actually tan. So would you like, this is more like full glam, hide your skin. This is a little more basic. It's a little thinner. Which one would you prefer? The light one? Okay. Because I will say, I like the way this one feels on my skin better, but this one is good for like photos, stage, fuller coverage. Okay, a few of you are saying the light one. Cool. All right. So this is, again, it has SPF in it. This is a skin tint, but I find this to be much thicker and much more coverage than most tinted moisturizers. The other thing is, I don't need much coverage. You see, I already have kind of a base of concealer. I use a really thin layer of concealer as my base layer, so I don't feel like I need a full foundation. This is something I heard on TikTok as well that really changed the way I did my makeup, is someone said every single product is giving you coverage. So you don't need to worry too much about coverage. Like your 10,000 steps, your bronzer, your blush, everything is giving you coverage, is covering your skin. So if your foundation is not giving you perfect flat coverage, that's fine because you have so much more to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning so much about skincare and makeup, so thank you. You're welcome, because I have learned so much over the last 6 months. So this, I literally just glob it directly on my face. I use a little bit more on my forehead because I don't have as much concealer on my forehead. So you can see I use a fair amount of product, but not crazy. Another thing is you should be extending your makeup to your neck. You may notice my face is much paler than my body because I do not play about sunscreen. So otherwise it would be like pale, pale, dark. So I'm just gonna do it all the way to here. This is a beauty blender. I've had many different brands. This is from CVS. I love the beauty blender. I get it damp, not soaked. So again, you can see this is not giving me a ton of coverage. Like it's not super thick, and it feels about the same weight as I would say a sunscreen does. This feels like makeup. This feels like a sunscreen. And then I go again over my eyes. And yes, it's getting in my eyelashes. It is. At the end, I will take a tissue, put some water on it, and clean off my eyelashes. Because again, if I tried to put my lashes on after doing my makeup, my eyelashes are going to be covered in makeup. That glue can't bond onto that. And I get it in my hair. Like, I don't want a line between my hair and my makeup, so I get it in my hair. So if I do my makeup in the shower, I will get my hairline wet just to get it out. It's kind of hard to do with the rollers in. This is my first time doing it with the rollers in, but I honestly think this is the way. Actually, no, it's not, because like I said, I think the rollers need to be done the day before. But this is a stream, so. Okay. That looks pretty even. Does it? Does it feel even? Okay, I think that's actually pretty good. No, it's not. I need more. So I usually put most of it on. I just feel like my forehead like soaks it up. I want a little more on my neck as well. Okay, and again, this is pretty lightweight, so you can really like get it on there. All right. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to chill for a few minutes. This is the other thing that is really important that I learned recently is you need to give it a chance to set. So just how the same thing, like I was like, let me do my primer now. That is what I'm doing with my foundation because the primer needed time to get in there. The foundation does as well. The foundation really does as well. So while this is setting, I'm going to take out my hair. I missed the part of the discussion. Do you wear a bonnet when not washing your hair in the shower? I hate having the texture of my body wet and not my hair, but a bonnet might help. I use a claw clip and I put it on top of my head. So it's still getting wet around my hairline, but it's not like wet. And this is my favorite claw clip. I don't remember where I got it, but it has like these little teeth in the middle. I remember where I got it. I got it on Amazon. I don't remember what brand it is. If anybody knows, it has a little symbol on it. It has this symbol. It's like a little G. I don't know. But I just like searched like thick hair XL claw clip. So we're going to take the rollers out while this foundation, I think it's called baking or whatever. I don't try and be perfect and be like, oh, I'm going to take them out in the order that I put them in. But just how I started from the top and went down, I'll do the same thing. I don't time it. Once they're not hot, I think it's done. Some people will hairspray them while they're in here, hair dry them while they're in here. Like I said, I'm not going to use hairspray because I don't like the way it feels, and I just washed my hair relatively recently, so you can see how that curled up. Boom. This is hard. Good brand, looks exactly like the one I have from Walmart. I'm going to take out my hair. Imagine the plot twist if she took off a wig. Oh my god. I really feel like wigs are hard because I have such thick hair, it's hard to hide it under there. Boing. And like, yeah, it's getting knotted into here. It's like kind of horrendous, but it is what it is. You see that one's like, there's a piece stuck. Oh, but boom, it came out anyway. Little crazy, but whatevs. And these aren't hot at all right now. And the roller machine is turned off. And that's the thing with the rollers that, like, at least the machine that I have, like, the brand is called Goody. Oh, haha, Goody brand. Thank you. At least the ones that I have, like, you don't set the temperature or anything like that. And this is what I was saying of, like, the first time I did it, this is how it looked, and it was just, like, a little intense. But I think the way is for it to just look too intense, and then you just give it a day. I think that's the way to go. So maybe I'll put in Discord how it looks tomorrow. And again, I haven't brushed it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like this while I finish the makeup, and then I will brush it out. I feel like Little Bo Peep right now. Another piece that got stuck. Ow. I have a bunch of TikTok songs stuck in my head right now. Get back in there. Sometimes it's hard to put these back. Like, they are, like, ridged. And sometimes I just, like, can't line it up to get it back in its little seat. I also feel like this doesn't damage my hair as much as the curling iron does. I really damaged the fuck out of my hair before our show in Detroit because I was trying to curl it with a cheap-ass straightener, and it just, like, wasn't working. So I just kept doing it again and again and again. And then I was like, wow, my hair is genuinely fried right now. So I didn't use heat on it that was in December. So I did not use heat on it from December to probably March, I think. Saturn Cat, thank you for subscribing. I think my hair is similar to yours, like much, much less thick and luxurious. And I will say, like, my dad is in his 70s and has a firm hairline and is not balding. My mom has very thick hair as well. I think it's just, a lot of it's genetic. This is the one that kept falling out. So it's probably going to turn out a little wonky. You can see another one stuck to it. Like, I wanted this to come across as, like, am I doing it perfect? No. Do I know what I'm doing? In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. But the end product still looks pretty good. And, like, sometimes it works better than others, and that's just the name of the game. Ugh. And then when it comes to wearing a bonnet, I've tried a few times and it definitely makes a difference. My hair looks much better in the morning, but my problem is I take them out in my sleep. I am a very active sleeper. I have changed my clothes in my sleep. I have gotten blankets in my sleep. I have never left my room while I'm sleeping, but I have done things in my sleep. If I fall asleep in a bonnet, I am simply taking it off. So I put it in a claw clip literally at this part of my head. Like, it's like hanging over so that I can still sleep. And that's what, to me, what works best. The bonnet works when I can keep it on, but I've tried it probably 10 times and only kept it on once or twice. So, kind of gave up on that. We're almost done with this. I've changed my clothes too. Yeah, because, like, I'm uncomfortable and sometimes I just need to fix it, like, right away. Imagining Miss Redacted sleeping in a bonnet with a padlock on it. As a child, I sleptwalked and walked down a flight of stairs and opened our pet gate. Terrifying. That is terrifying. My sister, when we were kids, sleptwalk a couple times. Like I said, I will do stuff, but I've never really left, like, more than, like, 2 or 3 feet away from my bed. And I think I am actually waking up a little bit. Sleeping in a bonnet has revolutionized my hair. Just started it in November. Yeah, like I said, I think it does work really, really well. It just bugs me. Like, I just don't like having things on me. This one is fucked up. Do you see this? Do you see this literal nightmare that's happening right now? And I am just, like, pulling chunks out. Not of my head, but of the roller. My parents were up and said it was wild. I walked back upstairs and took my sister's shirt out of the hamper and woke up with it. The way your parents didn't do anything is killing me. Aren't you not supposed to wake someone up if they're sleepwalking, though? Or did I make that up? Is that like a Disney Channel lore? Apparently you're not supposed to. What do you do then? Ambien is crazy, too. People do crazy, crazy shit on Ambien. I've never tried Ambien. I also get reoccurring nightmares, so I'm kind of wary of any sleep medication. One medication that I do really like, though, is trazodone. My doctor gave me that because occasionally when I am in hotels and in an unfamiliar place, like, it's very hard to go from being on stage with lights that are like the sun directly in your eyes and be in a room of 200 people and then go to a hotel room you've never been to in your life and just go to sleep. Like, your body doesn't want to do that. So that's why my doctor gave me trazodone to use in those situations. I get why they give it to dogs. It's so nice. It does make me feel kind of groggy the next day, though, so I don't do it very often. My sister had a roommate who would sleepwalk while drunk, and one night my sister woke up to her opening the closet door and peeing on the floor. She thought it was a bathroom. I don't think she was sleepwalking. I think she was just blacked out. Which is sleepwalking, in a way, if you think about it. I feel like I get to this point that there's, like, rollers, like, hiding in my hair. Like, I'm like, I know you're in there. I feel you. You're supposed to gently guide them back to bed. They want you to be Mother Teresa. Jesus. Okay. Kerboom! We're getting somewhere, people. We're getting somewhere. Was gonna say, thought that was a dog medicine. And then I started thinking about the guy putting dog medicine on his hands for powders. According to Northwestern Medicine, if you wake a person who's sleepwalking, they may be confused or startled because their brain is still in a deep sleep. Serious harm from waking them is rare. The biggest concern is injury if they move around while sleeping. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I like the scene in Step Brothers where they sleepwalk. I love the movie Step Brothers. That's probably like the straightest thing about me. Other than being in a heterosexual marriage. That's pretty straight of me to do. Okay. So, as you can see, I look a little bit insane, which is fine. We're going to brush it out. I'm actually just going to brush it out right now, and then we will finish the makeup, but the makeup's honestly almost done. So this stream is brought to you by Little Bo Peep. On the roommate peeing in the closet, she was asleep, then she rose. Okay. So, no real rhyme or reason, just brushing it out. Boom, 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 and then I'll show you what product I am going to put on it that I do like the way it feels. Ow. So you can hear it breaking and falling apart, and that's because I have not cut it since October, and it is almost May. So lots of dead ends going on, and then you can see, I'm going to angle you guys down a skosh more. That's what I like the nice, big, like, blowout. Like, this is a lot. This, I feel like, is giving slay. You can see the koala down there. Guys, I kind of want a rabbit, but they're, like, really high-maintenance pets. So this is one thing that I am working on. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm kind of lazy. I get these little creases right here from the clips, and sometimes I hit them with a hair straightener, but I just don't feel like letting it heat up. I don't really have a good place to put it, so use your imaginations. Okay. So, you can see that is kind of how it's brushed out. I am going to flip it and mess with the part a little bit. God, it's tangled just so easily right now because it's so dead. You literally have 10 times the amount of hair on your head that I have. No, it's like insane. Like it's literally, I joke about it, but it's like a second being. Like this to me slays down. This looks so much better than when I did it the other day for those photos. That's actually so annoying. But yeah, I really like this. It's very full. I think I just didn't leave the rollers in for long enough last time. At least 5 pounds. Can you share? I wish I could like Venmo you some. But yeah, it's literally like its own being, and sometimes it'll be really tangled and I just like can't do anything about it. Like I'm like, I'll get to you later. Like it doesn't feel like it's a part of me. It feels like it's its own thing. Let me show you the product I'm about to put on it that I'm a huge, huge fan of. And if you are like, I don't like the way product feels, you will probably like this too. It is not a hold. It's not going to give you much hold, but I like the way it makes my hair look. So this is Moroccan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. So enhances manageability and adds definition. I feel like it gets rid of a little bit of the frizz. It does not hold though. It's not going to hold a curl. So again, like I said, if I go outside right now, like I did the other day for those photos, this is going to fall pretty immediately. But if I stay inside, I put it in a claw clip, I live my life, it will stay pretty nice and curly like this for like a good day and a half or two. So I use like that much per side. It's hard to do with my fucking bum ass finger. I literally cannot function without brushing my hair consistently. I wake up with it huge and in a ball. Like I can't leave the house like that. Sometimes I'll literally go days without brushing it. So you can see this side compared to this side. This one is just a little more defined with that cream in it. Recommend not brushing out or to last longer or finger brush. Can also retouch with a small barrel curling iron for definition in small sections. Yes, Yukon. So again, not a crazy amount. And then I like to put it like all over my fingers minus my bum finger and then just kind of work it through with my fingers. So I guess I probably should have done this when it was like huge instead of brushing it, but because it's so dead right now, I can't really like finger brush my hair. the first go around because it's just so tangled. So again, this is the vibes. These bottom parts for me never quite curl up as much as these front parts. They're also longer, but I like the way this looks. I also really like this because when it falls, it doesn't look bad. So like the other day for those photos, it completely fell, but it still looked good. It just wasn't quite as defined and curly. So I also wash it every day and go to sleep with it wet. That's not something I can change about myself. We can change you. Okay, so let's pick back up with the makeup. Where did we leave off? We had done this layer of this very, very lightweight foundation. Powder. I do not use a traditional powder. You also are noticing that my face is a lot lighter than my body. That's fine. This is what I use as my powder. Trigger warning, this is 10 years old. And they don't make it anymore. And I am literally holding on to it like white knuckled. If anyone knows where I can get more of this, please let me know. Someone said that Physicians Formula is a really good dupe. So I'm going to go buy some of that and I will let you know. This is Essence. My favorite makeup brands are Essence and NYX and e.l.f. I feel like they're priced well. They have really good stuff. e.l.f. but Essence and what was that when I said NYX have good like shade ranges, at least for me. I'm very fair skinned, so companies that have more like light shades I gravitate towards because I need light shades, especially with acne and stuff. This is Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for lighter skin. I bought this at a mall in Panama. Not Panama City Beach, baby. Panama, the country. And now I'm noticing this is not blended perfectly. There we go. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. And Des says, I do appreciate that because I do want to do my own hair for my wedding. And because it didn't turn out great for the photos we took, I was like doubting myself, but you're giving me the confidence to try it again. So this is a very light bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. Well, they don't have it there either. Like I looked at Essence, the company, and they like don't make this one anymore. They make this one, which is illuminating bronzer. This is medium tone. I'll show you how I use that. I use this as a powder with a powder brush. This is a Morphe brush. I do really like the Morphe stuff. Some of that is in here. I do really like their stuff. Okay, so I literally just like, and I do this on my entire face and neck. The entire thing. So this is my powder. This is a bronzer. Love, love, love this bronzer. It's so good. I think the Physicians Formula one will be good too because it is, buy it off Amazon. They don't have this one anymore. It says it's on there and then when you click the shade, it's out of stock and it has been. And I like literally looked on the company website. I've looked everywhere. It doesn't exist. If any of you have it like in your house, I will pay you money to ship it to me. There's still a lot left here. Oh, for the Physicians Formula. Very good to know. Thank you. Because when you search this on Amazon, it does come up, which is infuriating. So that is kind of like my base layer of bronzer. Let's bring it on the neck a little more. Now, this brush is very important to me. This is a very dense brush. I saw a TikTok where she called it like rich person makeup or something like that. I don't remember, but it was like a very basic makeup routine and she used this brush and I said, oh, I like that brush. This is also the brush that my spray tan artist used to blend on your hands. So I just bought more of these now that I'm doing spray tans. But I love this brush. Things are about to get a little crazy, so just bear with me. Before things get crazy, let's do blush. Here's the blush that I use. This is a powder blush. This is the NYX or the Morphe brush. I used to use like a Wet n Wild brush. It worked very well as well. I like one for blush that is angled and very fluffy. I do not like a dense, tight brush for blush. Like this, you can see, is very, very dense compared to this one is much fluffier. This is the blush that I use. It's NYX Matte Sweet Cheeks. I like a matte. I like matte makeup. My highlighter is not matte. Everything else is matte. I just bought this e.l.f. liquid blush. I have not tried it yet, so I'm not going to show it to you because I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I don't really know where to put blush. So I haven't used that much of this. I don't use a ton. I just try and put it like a little bit of everywhere. Yeah, sure. Why not? Don't use a ton of it. Just give myself a little color. I'm going to put my phone back up just because it's hard with the background. My nose is so stuffy. Okay, so that's my blush. That was a little much. Like, if anything looks a little much, blend it. When in doubt, blend it out. Now things are about to get a little crazy. I love this guy. This is Creamy Bronzer Stick from Morphe. This is called Sudden Heat. This is a bronzer stick. It is a cream. It is very, very thick. Again, this is about to look a little bit insane, but it is a key part of the process. So I'm going to suck my cheek in. I'm going to put it on that line. Told you it was going to get weird. And then I bring it all the way around my face. Some people think that's strange. You're getting it in your hair. I know, I already told you I put my makeup in my hair. And it looks like I'm doing a contour. You will see when I blend it out, it is not going to give contour. I don't really know how to do a contour. I got too much of that right there. Oh well. But again, I bring it all the way around. You notice I'm tapping it. I'm not putting it on that thick. Much thicker in here than up here. But I do like to bring it all the way around my face. And then I also bring it down onto my neck. So again, these are not perfect lines. They're not perfectly even. This one needs a little more. Okay. Girl, you look insane. It actually doesn't look that insane. It kind of does. This is where this guy comes in. Blend it literally to like high heaven. You see what's happening? And then you can bring it around all the way to the top. I love this guy. So you can see it does not look crazy. I don't put the stick there, but I will drag this over my mouth just so we don't get like a harsh line on my chin. And then another trick, especially if you're gonna have your hair up, I bring it a little bit behind my ear. This is where I notice people get that weird bronzer line. So to bring it near your ear is gonna make it look a lot more natural. If people feel unsure about doing makeup, we used to go to the makeup counters or Sephora and ask for applications or even color matches. They're way less helpful now, but you should definitely be able to ask questions for the price points. Yes, you can. For sure. And don't be afraid to return stuff. I just returned stuff to Sephora recently because it was lip gloss and it just didn't look quite right on. So that is kind of the bronzer moment. The blush, I showed you that. This is SheGlam Liquid Highlighter. I really like this. I think I got it on Amazon. I don't know what color it is. I don't know if they make multiple colors. Oh, this one is called Vanilla Frost Glow Boom Liquid Highlighter. I do not use a ton of this. It's really easy to go overboard with this. I put a little bit on my nose, and then I put a couple dots in that like cheekbone spot. And then this is what I really like to think is magic. I put a dot on the corner of my eyes under my eyebrow. There we go. And a little bit on my chin. Cool. Actually, this side has like definitive dots and this one doesn't. There we go. That's a little more even. So again, I really try and focus on like even. Like make each side look like each other. I use this same brush. Misredacted, it has bronzer in it. Who cares? Who cares? You're not going to use that giant brush on your eyebrow. Sure am. Sure the fuck am. This is what I mean when I say, like, the product being caked in here is part of it. It's part of the allure, you know? Okay. Kerboom. That's pretty much it for my face. Just blend it out. That's pretty much it. Let's get into, last thing we're going to do is brows and lips. I do not wear an eyeshadow. Like, I feel like the fake eyelashes and that little bit of highlighter is plenty. It's like seasoning a cast iron pan. Exactly. You're getting it now. You're getting it. You are getting it. Okay. And then I use a tissue to just take off the foundation from my lips. I thought I had a lip gloss that I like in here, but I can't find it. This is a lip stain that you peel off. I like it. It just takes too long, and I don't like it's if you fuck it up, you stain your skin, your teeth. Like it's kind of too much for me, even though I like the way it looks. Yeah, let's do lip. This is a Ulta lip liner pen. that I stole from my mom when I was 10. The color is wine. You can't read it anymore, but I remember. Love this thing. I also have the Hailey Bieber Road lip gloss. I don't know where it is, but I like it, but I don't use it all the time. So this, I don't use it as a lip liner. I use it kind of as a stain. And I literally just go over my whole mouth like that. Lick your lips a little, give it somewhere to go. I have really a small mouth, like super small. You can see. I like a plumping lip gloss personally. This is not plumping. Okay. I'm missing a lot of my lip stuff. Where is it? I have a plumping lip pen too. Oh, I know where it is. Fuck. It's in a purse and I don't know where that purse is. So anyway, this lip liner is good. There's a NYX plumping lip liner that I use as well. A lot of people say you should match your lip color to your nipples, and that is true. And for me, that is roughly this color. Sorry if that was TMI, but like a brownie orangey, not orangey, but kind of like a brownie maroony is the color that I go for. So this is Maybelline Super Stay Lip Crayon. The NYX plumping lip liner is about the same color as this. It's like a brown. Like I really like a brown lip. I like this crayon a lot. Same thing. For me, a lip is gonna come off. So I don't like to do something too dramatic or that's gonna like smear. I don't love a dramatic lip. For me, I just want a little color. There we go. Okay. I'm going to wait till the end, but then I'm going to put on, this is Morphe Plumping Lip Oil. This is a hot honey, like a same, that kind of like brownish color. I just feel like it complements my eyes really well because that orange and brown is opposite to blue. Color theory. While that sits on there, let's do brows. So I use a couple different brow things. This is my tried and true. This is the Milani Brow Fix. It comes with a highlighter that you can put up in here. Even though I already have a highlighter up in there, I am gonna put a little more of this. I used to only use this, and then Morphe sent me brow stuff, and I really liked their brow stuff, so I'm gonna use both. Sorry, it's hard to do this backwards. Oh, you can use this for this too. This brush is very similar to this brush in terms of practice. I just saw it sitting there and thought I would tell you that. Okay. So this is a super, super fine brow pencil. It's called the Nano Brow Pencil. This is the color Biscotti. This is from NYX, or this is from Morphe, not NYX. This is Morphe. They sent it to me. Thank you, Morphe. Normally I don't like a brow pencil because it looks like you fucking used a brow pencil. But because this one is so fine, I feel like it really looks like hair. Again, kind of hard to do backwards slash. Actually, no, it's fine. Is it fine? No, it's not. Okay, we're going back to my phone. You and my dad pronounce crayon the same way. Oh, crayon, not crayon. Okay. I like this because you can really kind of like force a specific shape. I get my eyebrows waxed. I don't trust anyone to wax my brows and shape them because I refuse to end up with nothing eyebrows. So I tell them, just get the straight hairs, do not shape them. And the only time I actually will get a full shaping is the Anastasia people. That's the only stranger I'll trust. Which I actually need to go down there soon. So you can see, I don't do a super dramatic brow. Someone commented on a post of mine recently and told me to do my eyebrows darker, and they were right. So like, this is darker for me. I'm just so terrified of doing that like 2016 brow. So that's the brow. Let's do the other side. I usually kind of start in the middle. I just start where it feels right, man. You can see I'm using a fair amount, and you have to like constantly be pushing it up because it's so thin. So you like wear it down super quickly. Okay. Now one side looks a little darker. So yeah, like I said, normally I don't like a pencil, but I just feel like these look so natural because they're so thin. Okay, that looks pretty even. It's kind of hard to tell because the lighting is different on each side. I'm afraid of the Sharpie brow. No, exactly. So if you're afraid of the Sharpie brow, I'll put some of this in here too. I recommend doing a powder brow. It's a lot harder to fuck up with a powder brow. I use mostly this light color, but a little bit of the dark. I love a powdered brow. It comes with a brush. The brush it comes with is great. This one's just easier to hold because it's a full-size brush. I don't know where I got it. I've had it for years. Have I ever cleaned it? Probably not. But that angled brush is really what's doing it for me. That side looks a lot darker than this one. And then I just use like a hint of the dark one because of that comment. And that's really the only time I've let a comment get to me. And I wouldn't even say it got to me because they said it super nice. They were just right. And I was like, damn, you are right. And I feel like my makeup does look a lot better now. Okay. Boom. I feel like they look a little dark because my lashes aren't as big as they usually are. And then I like to use one of these little spoolies. I have a big pack of them. I just throw them away when they get gross and just kind of brush it up some. Morphe sent me this brow gel, so I use it, but I, for a long time, didn't use any brow gel and never felt a problem with that. But I feel like it does kind of hold everyone in place. The brows did not turn out as well as they usually do. It's kind of hard when you can't get really up in the mirror. But I think that's that on that. And then, oh, the only other thing that I do, I usually do this before the brows. I use a little bit of this Luminous bronzer. This one has some sparkle in it. I don't like to use it on my whole face because the sparkle is just kind of intense. But it has a little bit of a shimmer in it, so I like to kind of finish off with that. Normally I like to do it before my lip, but I forgot. Just to have like a little shine. Yeah. Now we'll do this Hot Honey that's gonna burn. R.I.P. Mr. Redacted. See, for a lip, I just feel like a little bit of color and throw a plumping gloss on it and you're good. And this is the NYX finishing spray. My favorite is the Morphe and the aerosol, but I ran out of it and I haven't had a chance to go back to Ulta. I thought they had it at Sephora. They don't. This is burning now. This one's really good. I recently bought the Urban Decay. The Urban Decay one used to be my favorite. Someone told me they changed formula. That's not what I think it was. The spray bottle was like jamming. So it was coming out very like inconsistent. That's why I like that Morphe one because it's aerosol. So it just sprays nice and even. I've been truly going through it lately. I'm really grateful for this stream tonight. Just felt like hanging out. I'm going to try and sleep because it's been a long couple days. But wanted to say thanks you all. Oh, thank you. And this is our last step. And use kind of a lot of it. Like your face should be wet. Because once it dries, it's going to look good as fuck. So that's that on that. That's how I do my makeup. I put on lip plumper for engagement pics and the photographer told us to kiss. My fiance was very startled to be suddenly sparkly and spicy. That's funny. But that's my full routines. That's my skin. That's my hair. That's my makeup. That's everything. I hope that you found this useful, helpful, whatever. It was kind of a non-traditional week for us, but I really enjoyed this. This was fun. Now I just have a full face of makeup on at 9:03 p.m. on a Wednesday. Because why not? And then I just shove everything back in here for next time. Oh, it was in here. This is the lip liner. It's NYX Duck Plump, and the color is Swollen Spice. I already did my lips, so I'm not going to put it on. But I really like this one too. This I would use instead of the crayon. But yeah, I hope that you like this. I hope that you learned something. This is a really cute vibe. I loved this for us. Grief has been kicking my butt, so it was perfect. This is just like very lighthearted tonight. It's an intimate group we have here. Next week, we will be talking about Bethany Frankel. I am deeply obsessed with her, so it's not going to be objective. Sorry. She's crazy, and I love her. So it is what it is. And you can see, I used a lot of products, and they fit in here. If you were on a deserted island and you could only have 5 products, what are you picking? 0 makeup, all skincare. My skincare routine is what I would pick. I would pick the Cetaphil. I would pick the Cetaphil, the Dr. Dennis Gross, CeraVe, the Metacube mask, and I think the Drunk Elephant. That's what I would pick. Because if I'm on a desert island, I'm not doing my makeup. Sorry, I have to forage for food. All right. Well, I feel like this is such an awkward way to end because we don't have a game and we don't have a meme thing. If anyone has memes, feel free to let me know and I'll make one real quick. So I joined a few minutes late. Did you do this tonight so you can wear this look out, or are you just going to take it off? I'm literally about to just go take a shower and take it off. I just wanted to show you guys because it's a question that I get a lot, and I just felt like I couldn't capture it in a TikTok, and I just felt like I needed a full 2 hours to like go through every little product and tell you all the things. So, thank you so much. This is my glam. This is the only look I know how to serve. I feel like it's a relatively natural glam, but yeah, slayed. And I will see you next week for Miss Bethenny Frankel Part 1. So Bethenny Frankel Part 1, we're going to be talking about her childhood, and we are going to finish with Real Housewives of New York Season 1. So it'll kind of be pre-Real Housewives, post-Real Housewives. And I felt like Season 1 should go in pre, because when you film it, it hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's happening, but, like, the fame hasn't happened yet. So I'm very, very excited for that. I have read multiple books of hers. I'm just, like, deeply obsessed with Bethenny Frankel. I consider her to be a business role model. I should have done a little more bronzer on here. It's kind of giving Trump. But, yeah, love you guys so much, and I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you for being here.